They could have picked any venue in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Dmitry Bivol, 174 pounds. He's 6 foot tall even, with a reach of 72 inches. And up against him in this one, it's Dmitry Bivol, 183 centimeters tall, a weight of 79 kg. It's Dmitry Bivol. Here's the man who took the boxing world by storm in 2022. He won the Fighter of the Year thanks in large part to his dominating win over Canelo Alvarez in... Here comes Dmitry Bivol, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world today. He's as humble as he is dominating, the light heavyweight champion of the world.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dmitry Bivol. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dmitry Bivol.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, this is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the engine happens.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Ooh, a stiff jab. No defense for that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in, biting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good round. I like it. I'm happy.
On to the second round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. He misses with that jab. Good counter punching. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. There's a counter shot. Has to be careful. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you think you come up down, ring away, you walk back to the corner.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A perfect counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. That hook won't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided three.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get your jab back.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Hook misses. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there.
And there's the bell for round 5. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Good counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice job to block that uppercut. That counter shot lands. How about that time counter shot? This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter punch. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent,
You don't want to
you
lose
think
this
it's...
fight, do you? Come on. You're letting them back in.
This is the beginning of round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
A perfect counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
That jab misses. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy?
He's fight that round. That's his round. Go back.
Here we go. It's round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Missing with the left hook. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Catch and shoot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That right uppercut misses. The perfect counter lands. That counter punch caught him clean. Dimitri Bivol just got knocked down. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
I've got to see that again.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
That's his round. I need you to go back out there and win this round.
Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter? Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Just misses with that uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That left uppercut doesn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. So two judges are in agreement, but that's all you need in this game. A majority decision win.
Shows how much we know. We didn't have it like that. We thought it was a one-sided fight, but you know what? Spot on.
I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind. It's Roy. Here comes the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. Here comes a man so legend. An open air out. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Caution is being thrown to the wind. The straight right just misses. Ooh, look at that left jab. And he scores with the counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They miss with the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Come on. You've let him back into this.
On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The jab not finding its target. That counter shot lands. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Beautiful counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice job blocking the hook. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Those counter punches, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
What are you doing?
Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
And you
Dominance
switch it up. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. It really takes something to put Jake LaMotta down, and he just did it. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
The perfect counter lands. Good counter punching. Oh my goodness, Johnny! The Raging Bull is dazed! It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about LaMotta in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
The fight's not over yet. You got to get out there and win this round, kid.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax. Just the same again.
Back at it in round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? He got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. The jab misses. Punch, counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him.
So it's onward and up. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is rings. Here we have. And up. So much hype. So what a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's all offense all the time. A perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. That jab doesn't score. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And Shannon Briggs took that one hard. Down goes Briggs. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. It's not over till it's over.
Focus, big, deep breath.
And there's the bell to start round two. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. They exchange punches. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
These two were made for each other. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Misses with the straight left. Catch and shoot. The perfect counter lands. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Where?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. And Shannon Briggs just got rocked. Down goes Briggs. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
I don't know who's got the...
You're starting to make mistakes and switching off.
There's the bell for round 3. Let's see how these two fighters respond after both got knocked down in the previous round.
That is showing the fitness. That is showing the stamina. That is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
That counter punch caught him clean. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up.
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Nice counter shot. Oh, this might be the beginning of the end for Shannon Briggs. Down goes Briggs. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
One round.
What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up.
Here we go to the 4th round. We had not one, but two knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think, who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out as confident? Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
With counter punching. And he misses with that straight left. Beautiful. And Shannon Briggs took that one hard. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at it's not there. There's no defense. The eyes are...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Shannon Briggs just got rocked. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over.
They believe they're fighting.
Don't worry about that round.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
A shot from the gods took...
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight.
And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the... And here is Butterbean, one of the most unique competitors. We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
What a venue, what a fight.
We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Couldn't land that jab. Catch and shoot. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nope, that hook won't score. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A big whiff with the right hook. Nice counter. Just misses with the right uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Butterbean in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this.
I need to go back out there and switch back up.
Here we go. It's round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You got a swarmer on your case. You know you got to fight. You got to hold him. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with that hook. The perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter...
You let him back into the fight.
Let's get it started in round three. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
And he just rocked Butterbean, who's off kilter. Look out below. How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Misses with the straight left. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's a counter shot. Just missed with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round.
Come on, you're switching up.
And there's the bell to start round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Jab does not score. The courage on display here is incredible. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They blocked the left there. Straight right just misses. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Butterbean in that last round.
What do you do?
Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell sometime.
Boxing back together.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
That counter punch caught him clean. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Oh, the big... Oh, and it's an earthquake as Butterbean goes down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
I need to...
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Butterbean in that.
You want to win this fight? You complete.
And there's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that.
Oh my God, Johnny! Usyk might go down here. What an upset! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Can't land the jab there. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
The right hook just missed. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he misses with that straight left. His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Butter.
Right. Let's go out there and get his...
And there's the bell for round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
One punch. Did you see that? Oh no, Butterbean! He's in trouble! Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Where did...
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. What? And they're back at it again here in round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
All right, let's reset. Switch stance.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is, has he punched himself out? You'd like to see more jabs. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Got out of the way of that right hook.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch to southpaw.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
All right, let's reset. Switch stance.
A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Add every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake.